Hey, so this is another Vinyl Finds. This will probably be the last one. I'm sure this will be the last one this year. I'm gonna try to make a couple other videos before the new year, but I can't make any promises. We'll see how that turns out. But the first thing I'm gonna show is not vinyl. I know it's a crime. Uh, I think I mentioned in my Christmas songs video that it was Girl Trouble's Christmas show, and that I wasn't able to go, but I was given the flyer and their set list. And they did some of their own songs, and they did some Christmas songs, which is cool. Excuse me. And then I'm also going to show something that is a record, but isn't mine. My mom bought this when she went to see John Waters, and I just wanted to show it because it's so cool. It's a John Waters single, and it's on Sub Pop, and it's spoken word. I think it's him reading excerpts from his book, and it's on a really cool gold vinyl with a purple label, which looks really cool together, and it's signed. So that's pretty cool. Now we're gonna get into stuff that I bought. The first thing I bought was, well, see, now we're back to not vinyl. This is a CD, and this was really cheap, and I'll show you why I bought it. This is the Ryko issue of Mimes True, and it was super, super cheap. I already have 2 other versions of this because they each have bonus tracks. So this didn't have anything new, except it's really hard to find Elvis Costello posters, and the booklet folds out into this mini poster that I'm going to hang up. So then I'll have, some sort of poster. And that was really cheap. But this doesn't have any... I have all the bonus tracks on this that are on those. So this was just for the poster. But it was so cheap that I just thought, I should just do it. But yeah. And then at that same record store, I found 2 records, both by the same band, and they're records that are kind of, it's this band, I don't see stuff by them very often, and when they do, it's normally kind of pricey, and these were pretty cheap, so I was happy to get them. George and James by The Residents. I'm not going to take it out of the brain fart. Out of the sleeve. That's the word. But this is early pressing, and this is not my favorite Residents record I've listened to, but it's good. I really, really like the cover, and this is just on standard colored vinyl. It's black vinyl. Side 1 is 3 George Gershwin covers, and I don't know much about him. I think he was a composer. And then side 2 is a bunch of James Brown covers, but specifically covers of him live at the Apollo. And it's okay. There's Resonance stuff I like a lot more, but it's cool to have. And then the other Resonance record I bought while I was at this store is Residue of the Residents, and this is kind of like a B-side comp. This is I think from 71 to 82, and this is better than the George and James album, really. What are the best ones? The Sleeper, Boy in Love, which is an outtake from the commercial album, but it's longer than all the songs on there. their cover of Jailhouse Rock is really, really cool. Walter Westinghouse, which is an outtake from... What's it an outtake from? It is an outtake from Fingerprints. And that's pretty good. It has a couple outtakes from Tune of Two Cities. What? I should be holding this up. Tune of Two Cities that Snakefinger plays on. And this is just on standard black vinyl. I think this has been reissued recently as a 2 LP, but this was only $10. So I thought, I should just get it. And it's very good, especially their cover of Jailhouse Rock. I really like that. And then, so those were a couple days ago. And today, I went to another local store because they had a bunch... Well, I look on their Discogs a lot. And on their Discogs, they filed a bunch of 90s garage revival singles. And they just looked cool. So... And they were really cheap. Most of these were like $2 or $3. I think the most expensive one was... There was one that was $4. But unfortunately, they're really smoke damaged. Like, they're real smelly. But they're still cool to have. And most of them were blind buys. And they were really worth it. They're really cool. This first one is the Dummy, and I'm pretty sure all of these are local artists, so all from Washington or Portland, probably. Yeah, some of them are from Portland. The Dummies, and this was probably my least favorite of them, except for another one that I was given for free, which I'll show at the very end. But I bought this because this cover is of a movie called, kind of tokusatsu movie called Inframan. And I don't see many Inframan related things. So even though this wasn't very good, I'm still going to keep it just because the cover's so cool. And the back has a bunch of weird luchador stuff. And this is garage rock, and it's really, really lo-fi, but it's just, I don't know, I just wasn't super into it. And it's on... What do you call this? Translucent gold vinyl on Bag of Hammers. And the A side is I'm Going to Hell, and the B side is Running Around, and it's from 1993. Ooh, they smell real smoky. And this next one, oh, wrong side. This next one also smells very smoky. But the reason I wanted this is it has a band on it called the Mole People. I mean, who's not going to buy something by a band called the Mole People? Such a good band name. It only has one song on it by the Mole People, and the other 3 songs are by a band called The Others. And the Mole People song is Can It Be? And then the others have Surf City, I Said Move, and Crawlin' Eye. And this is really, really, really good. This is really good. I like the cover a lot, too. It's on a label called Primitive. I'll show you that. It's just on black vinyl. It's a pretty boring looking label. But it's cool. And this is very, very good. I'll probably do some needle drops of this and put a link to some of this stuff in the description. My favorite, I think, is the Mole People song, but all the 4 songs on this are just really, really great. It's very, the Mole People band is a lot more garagey, and then the songs by the others are a lot more surfy, and one's kind of psychedelic-y. And this next one is some from a band that I've been looking for, but I up to this point I don't have anything by them. Well, I do now, but it's a split single on Empty Records of Satan's Pilgrims, which is the band I've been looking for, and the Del Laguanas, I think. Sorry, Um, and this is on Empty, and it's the A side is Satan's Pilgrims covering a Whalers song, Whalers House Party, and the B side is the Del Laganas covering Haunted Castle by Kingsman, and this is really good. I like the cover a lot too, and this is really, really good. Just great kind of, you know, garage instrumental surf music. And the label is cool because it has, for the Satan's Pilgrim sign, it has an illustration of Satan, and then the Del Laganas. Sorry, I'm having a hard time saying that. You're just watching me struggle. Has a picture of an angel. And this is the back cover. It has a note on it, but this is really, really good. And then there's quite a few of these, but there's two more. Well, I'll go with the one I got for free. Right as I was checking out, I was looking in a bin of 45s, and he had thrown this in there, and I picked it up as I was checking out, and I said, how much was it? And he said, you can just have it. And it's not very good. The cover is real interesting, but the actual record is, it's kind of experimental, noisy punk, but then it has like a the singer's trying to do like an R&B thing, and it just doesn't work. I didn't like it, but I was interested in it because of the cover and the band name, which is Astro Zombies. And this is it. Like I said, I can't complain too much because it was free. It's on Poe Records, but I just didn't like it. It just wasn't my thing. Swing and a miss. And then the last single was really, really, really good too, and it's called Lord Hunt and His Missing Finks. The A side is Rodan, and the B side is The Clutch. And this is really, really good. It's all instrumental. The A side is kind of instrumental surf garage with samples of people laughing, which is really cool. And then the B side is The Clutch, and it has kind of the same thing, but it has samples of like drag racing announcers, like saying that, you know, the race is ready to start, and then the sounds of revving engines, and it's very, very good. And the back cover is kind of funny. It says, from the depths of Tijuana's dirtiest rustling ring, here comes 3 of the most hated punks with 2 raunchy garage instrumentals that'll knock you silly. Guitar, the mighty Lord Hunt. Bass, Jake the Hearst Cavalier. Drums, Dave the Eliminator Klein. The engineer is Big Wave Dave. And the cover designer is Rat Boy. And it says, Cluckin Studios uses nothing but the finest recording equipment available today, which is kind of funny. But this is very, very, very good. I really like this, especially for something that was just a blind buy. It's really cool. And then the last thing I got, also at this record store that I got all the singles at, was a record I have on CD, but I didn't have on vinyl, and it hadn't been reissued in a while, and copies were getting kind of expensive. Static Age by the Misfits. I've listened to this before. I have it on CD, as I said, but I mean, this is just really, really good. It comes with a nice inner sleeve, with some writing, and I mean, I like this more than, I mean, I know this wasn't officially released till the late 90s, but I like this more than Walk Among Us. It has a title track, TV Casualties, Some Kind of Hate, Last Caress, Return of the Fly, Hybrid Moments, We Are 138, Teenagers from Mars, Hollywood Babylon. I like the first side of this a lot more. I think the first side is the strongest side, but it's all good. And there was something else I was going to say about this, but I can't remember. But yeah, that's it. Thanks. Bye.
Look up in the sky! What is that thing?